your, so let's do this. I'm going to unplug this from the wall. All right, there's the bed with the pillows. It's about a 1 inch
Nice.
pad.
Nice. I'm on 3 inch right now.
So you can tell the color themes of my rooms are turquoise and lavender.
That's a healing color in feng shui.
And in Hawaii, that's the color of royalty.
Oh, purple. It's because they used to have to farm snails to get that color dye.
Oh,
Yeah, and they're like really hard and expensive, so only royalty could afford to do the purple.
very
Yeah.
nice. See, I learn something new every day.
I know. I
So,
learned that today too.
so we're going in here now. I rent all these spaces. So I got the bathroom, the pantry, the 1 bedroom, and over here is the treatment room. As
Oh, purple.
you can see lots of lavender.
Yes.
All right. And then in the last 5 treatment rooms, everything around the edges was trimmed in turquoise, like right there.
That goes so well. Yeah.
So we got turquoise and lavender going on.
Nice.
Okay. Over here is essential oils, a djembe drum, a massage table, you know, good stuff. All right.
The
Oh,
necessities.
yeah, exactly. And, the sheets, the fitted, the flat, uh, the pillowcases, the
Cotton, I assume.
towels, all that's right there.
Do you do cotton?
Cotton when I got it, but
Yeah.
here, it's whatever you can find on the island unless you're going to pay extra to get it shipped here.
Oh man.
All right, over there is a reflexology chair. I gotta get.
Hey.
You seen one of these before?
No. Oh, no.
Okay, let me.
Oh, they recline.
They do, but I don't know how to reverse the camera to show you. So you basically got the chair and it reclines. You put a
Yes.
pillow where that bar is at the bottom, and that's where their ankles go. You got it?
Okay. Yeah, I have one of those
The
actually.
adjustable pillow.
Yeah, I don't have the padded. That's nice.
And so what you do is you drape it before you get started. I'm gonna go all through that when we get to that part in the class. Okay, and these are not expensive at all. You can get them for $80 to $150.
Nice. I found mine at Goodwill.
Yeah, Goodwill, or there's a lot of garage sales everywhere. I picked up mine for 50 bucks. I saw it at the garage sale. I said, I know what that's
Nice.
for. Here, I'm here, take the money. I want it.
Yeah.
So that was just lovely, lovely, lovely. So this is a subject that's near and dear to me because it's my whole career until urine therapy showed up. Even here in Kauai, I've built a practice and a reputation as the Kauai foot guy.
Oh, yeah.
So people either know me because I'm doing public events. Like last Saturday, I gave 8 treatments at what's called the Art Walk in a town called Kapa'a. And every time you do an event, it spins off clients that say, hey, can I call you next week? Let's do another treatment, blah, blah, blah. And so I've been blessed by that. Someone contacted me from a major hotel, the Marriott, and asked me to do a baby shower in September, giving 18 10-minute treatments to all these women supporting the pregnant
Oh,
mom.
that's such a good idea.
Yeah. You have any interest in taking this professional?
Actually, yeah, I travel on the road a lot and random people, I could just tell them, hey, I learned how to do this if you want a session.
Mhm.
That'd be cool.
Well, good. If you ever want to know the route of the career and to take this professional and how to market and promote yourself and turn that into a $5,000 a month income, it's very doable.
Wow. I'm in the right place.
And you can be self-employed.
Hey, yeah.
What a cool deal. So you got the syllabus. Let's make sure we got everything that I sent you. You got this.
Yes, I do.
Okay, this is a rough outline because what I've been doing at the library for the last 2 weeks is putting together the instructor's version, the teacher's version. Oh, we're going to get to that. We're
Oh,
going.
okay, that part,
Right.
yeah.
So I'm teaching off the teacher's version, which is right now it's about 16 pages, which if you looked at it as a book form, it would be 32, 35 pages. It's the makings of a book, but right now it's the teacher's copy. And the official name of this class is The Sacred Healing Art of Foot Massage and Reflexology. Learn the techniques, skills, and secrets of a foot massage master to give a therapeutic foot massage.
Thank you for hosting.
Thank you for encouraging me to do this. So
Yeah.
this is one of the things you'll need. Of course, your tools are with you at all times. What you're going to learn in this class is to use these tools: thumbs, fingers, palms, size of hand, knuckles.
Okay.
Okay. So these are the tools that you have to keep healthy. You have to keep them strong because they're going to have to last you to go the distance.
Oh, yeah. I play piano, so I've got a little bit of stamina.
Okay. Because some people, they didn't take care of their hands if they did body work and foot massage and their wrists and their fingers blew out and they had to get out of the profession. But, I have a little secret gold
Oh,
water that I use. And so,
yeah. I've foot soaked before I came.
and it seems to help, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Just magically cleans them.
It cleans them, it refreshes them, the whole everything. So these are some of the charts that you received. This guy here,
Hmm.
and this is from the original Eunice Ingham method. She came on the scene in 1958. And then 1983, a teacher by the name of Dwight Byers, he borrowed her chart and came up with his own book. There are other charts from another teacher. And this is why I sent you all these, so you can see the difference between that and the chart that's accurate. There's this chart. And the last one, which is, hope you can read it, is this chart. Now, what you're going to learn is why they don't hit the points right and why Stanley Burroughs' chart is the most accurate one I found. You're also going to learn how to make sense of why this is on the right side and this is on the left side, and oftentimes people get it backwards. We might go a little bit into the hand reflexology, but not a whole lot. Um, this is a reminder of how your body energy circulates. All right, we got the foot chart, the hand chart. We got way too many of these right here, so we don't need these in the picture. We're going to slightly go over bones and tendons so you get an idea what you're pressing on. This is more of an advanced class, but I have them here, so I figured why not? This is what's going on the back of the leg, the gastrocnemius along the shin bone, the shin and the calf. And then you got the thigh up there. You're only going to work, these are the primary areas you're going to work is the feet and the ankles. I include the calf, the shin, and the knee, and you're going to learn how to do that, and it's optional whether you want to include it in there or not. Metatarsal bones on the tops of the foot. You're going to be learning to work the valleys in between the phalanges, aka the toes. This class is also going to remind me what are these terms? What's
Yeah.
the name of that? What do you call the knee?
I recognize that. The knee, I don't know.
It's called the patella.
Oh yeah, and then the metatarsals or parcels, they're like different for hands and fingers or
These are
toes.
metacarpals.
Carpals,
All right, and these are metatarsals.
tarsals. Oh yeah, science. That was like fifth grade.
This is the plantar region where people have plantar fasciitis.
What's
And,
that?
uh,
Plantar
but
fasciitis.
yeah, it's kind of like neuropathy. It's like needles and print. It's prickly and it hurts.
Oh, I've heard people talk about that.
All right, so you're going to learn that. And there's the knee. I'm not going to go over this, but I thought it would be interesting for you to have this. Is the ear reflexology points.
Whoa.
So there's reflexology everywhere in the body, from feet to hands to face to spine. There's even, where's the full body guy? Hold on, don't go away. I know I have him here. I know I have him here.
Holding,
I call him,
holding.
it's the standing guy, the tall guy. There he is. And there's reflexology all along the legs, the arms, the shoulder blades.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right. So if you decide you want to do full body massage, you can say, I'm doing full reflexology and detail out all those points throughout the body. That's a lot of learning to do.
Yeah, we're gonna start baby steps.
Yeah, exactly. And so, however, what makes this class a little bit fun and challenging
Mm,
is that I'm used to teaching this where it's in person. You do the hands-on thing. You get to
you
touch,
tickle people.
you get to tickle people, you get to touch people, you could see and read them a lot easier when you're working with your client. There's a lot of different faculties you're using other than human touch.
Hmm.
You're feeling them drop into relaxation. You might feel some of their anxiety. You might feel whatever it is they're going through. And your job is to breathe with them, encourage them to breathe, and to go deeper and release even further. Now, one of the things that I was reminded of this morning, and that is courage can be gained by seeing everything through the perspective of this is going to be fun. So when I was thinking about this class, I'm going, I know this material inside and out. I know it better than most people, inside out, every angle of the foot. By the way, in case you didn't know this about my genealogy, and this is something I love to share with people, not too many people have multi-generational skills in their family. My dad was a podiatrist, a
What's that?
foot doctor.
Okay.
He was a medically trained foot doctor. His dad, my grandfather on my father's side, was a shoemaker.
Uh,
I do foot massage. 3 generations of footmen in the family.
Nice.
And after doing this profession for 6 years, it dawned on me, why is this so familiar?
Yeah,
Oh,
isn't that crazy?
it's like 3 generations is what, 50 years? And so one of our puns is it runs in the family.
Yeah.
Har, har, har. All right. Let's start off. We're going to go. This is how this is going to play out. For some reason, I got a tickle in my nose. First thing I'm going to do is introduce people to Brother Sage and a little bio about what I've been at for 46 years. And then we are going to, now between each section, you're going to be reminded to
Breathe.
breathe. Throughout the session, when you're working with your client, you're going to remind them
To breathe.
to breathe. And while you're working on your client, you're going to be mindful not only of your breath, Because if you're not staying present with the client and your mind goes somewhere else, you're likely to miss some valuable points and stay with them. You're also going to have to monitor your posture so that the energy flows fluidly through your spine and through your hands. So when you're working on the client and you're at the end of their feet, make sure your posture is right, your breathing is, because you're handling the energy for the two of you. Does that make sense?
You want to flow up and outwards, not get stuck. Yeah,
Yeah, and you're not going to take on your client's energy.
exactly. Transmuting things is
Mhm.
key.
It's very key. So one of the things, let me check something. One of the things you will learn in class, among other things, is what it means to stage the area. Have you ever heard that term?
Yes.
Okay. Setting up the energy, the ambiance, the cleanliness, the organization. I mean, I love details. And so being able to teach this means a lot to me because some people, they're all about technique. But there's a lot of subtle factors that take place when you're doing foot massage, whether it's in a house or whether it's at the grass, at the beach, at a festival. There's a lot of other things that your awareness needs to be sharp on. So
True.
so this is more than just physical. We're going to get into metaphysical. Okie dokie.
Okie doke.
This is not what you think it is. I come home with 12 coconuts every week. And so I
Oh,
get
it's coconut.
back coconut water. Wooten Farm has them for like $3 a coconut, and I'll come home with a dozen more coconuts.
Wow.
On this island, you got to know who's who and what's what because a lot of tourists don't know that there are little tricks and secrets that the locals know. And so most of the tourists pay the big tourist prices. You know,
Yeah.
$7 to $10 for a coconut, and then they pay extra for the guy to cut the top and give him a spoon and a straw. And we buy it from some guy at the back of his truck at the beach for $2. So
Whoa.
so you got to know what's going on.
That's cheaper than here. Yeah.
Yeah, you have coconuts, young ones, not the old brown ones.
Oh, in the States, yeah, they're about like $3 for the small ones.
Are they green?
No, the little white ones.
Yeah, those are ones they chop to look like a little thatched hut. It's
Oh,
looks like a yurt house at the top, and then it's on the side. They shape it.
there's those, but there's also ones that are just like really small.
Yeah, you need the real deal.
Yeah.
And there are companies out of Florida and different. Where do you live?
Georgia,
Georgia.
USA. So the ones that are shaped like that, I mean, is that close to the real deal or?
I'll show you.
Okay.
You're talking to the right guy here, okay?
There's so many.
There are so many. But if it's real, it's real.
Yeah. And then even if they shape it, is it still like that?
Well, it all depends. You can hear the water. Um, if they get too old, the water dries out and they sell it so you can cut it open just for the meat. But the really
Oh,
good ones, they're this green or they're lighter green. You use a tool, it pops the crown off. And when you use the tool to go in and unscrew it like a cork, and it squirts coconut water out, we call it a squirter.
wow.
And then you just pour it into your cup.
Yeah.
All
Oh
right, so
man.
different, right?
Yeah. That's way
Uh,
better than the cartons.
yeah, anytime. So there, I know of a company out in Florida that ships for people if you ever want their contact information.
Okay.
All right, let's do a bio here. Now, during this class, will you be taking notes or just waiting for the replay of the video? Or
I'll watch the replay. I know it's gonna be a lot.
okay, here we go. I started this work in 1979. That's 46 years. I've worked over about 40,000 clients in 46 years. So what's that? About 1,000 a year? I've been doing the work and doing the hustle for 46 years. Sometimes when I do creek festivals and hometown festivals and corporate events, there'll be anywhere from 20 to 22 clients a day. I'm teaching you so you get a feel, Araya, um, of what the top of the professional can show you, where the big leagues are. Okay, if you do a festival and you're doing 20, 30, or 40-minute sessions, starting at 9 o'clock until sun goes down, you can knock out 20 to 22 clients. Okay, and
Yeah.
do this for 3 days. You can bring in $4,000 in a weekend.
Do you have to like pay the locations to set up a
You
tent?
you pay for a vendor booth.
Mhm.
This was I did 18 of them in Boulder, Colorado. So you pay for the booth. They give you a lot number. You go there, bring your pop-up tent, your chairs, table, supplies, signs, everything, and get ready for the public.
Yeah, those people that are like with a group and they're like, I don't feel like walking all the way with all them. I'm gonna get my feet rubbed instead. That's nice.
Yeah. So we've had all possible people from everywhere to work on. Men, women, children, seniors, handicapped, even pets. Can you
Oh,
work on my dog? Yeah, sure. My dog, like he could use a foot massage.
remind him to breathe.
Remind him to breathe. How do you say that in dog language?
Breathe.
Hey, let's read. Okay, let's read a little bit more here.
Okay.
Vitaplex and Massage Master Practitioner with over 40,000 satisfied clients. Some of my clients have include Hall and Oates, a guy called Sting. Have you ever heard of him?
Mm-mm.
He was part of a group back in the 80s called The Police. He went solo. I worked on
Okay,
I
I
worked on
have.
politicians like Sergeant Shriver, actors like um, um, the guy from the original Mission Impossible series. I worked on Jim Neighbors at his house in Oahu. All these celebrities I got to work on because I was uh, registered with special event centers and most of the concierges in the town at the hotels. So when you have
Oh,
lined up, they call you when there's a client. So you can stay pretty busy. You just got to know that you got to keep your life and your energy managed right so that you're not unavailable because you're sick or you're tired and someone says I
yeah.
need treatment and then can you and there's a 2 hour window and you want to get your room and your supplies and everything together in 2 hours, you can do that. So I've worked in five-star hotels in Waikiki for 2 years. I met a guy who owns a salon, 14 salons in every one of the hotels in Waikiki. And he says, you're good. I'm putting you in every salon. So for 2 years, I was this rock star getting paged and phone calls. And I couldn't have spend much time with my wife because I was constantly at these hotels and these high-end salons. So that's also a possibility.
Yeah.
Um, I gave treatments in Honolulu, in Maui, at five-star hotels, at the beaches, New Zealand, New York, Mexico, Las Vegas, Houston. Did a whole lot of marathons, worked on Miss USA pageants. I get to be the
Mm.
guy behind where the dressing room is, and all these women are going in and out. Hey, could you work on my neck and shoulders? Can you work on my feet? So I'd
Sure.
be a
Yeah.
25-year-old with my jaw dropping with all these beautiful women. Sure, okay, yeah. Um, I worked in hospitals, chiropractors' offices, and about half a dozen wellness clinics. It's been a hell of a career. It's a beautiful journey and it's not over yet. So here I'm still doing festivals and markets and baby showers, and I did an Aloha Festival about the first month I was here. Some woman who knows all the concierges and all the hotels and all the different islands who brings these tourists in, she set me up in a place where there's a big open grass field, and on the other side of the grass field, they were doing live hula.
Yes.
And so I've lived this dream life. And so I've also done sacred breath work, led several spiritual purification retreats, two Shibambu retreats since 2020, and decided to move to Hawaii. It seemed like the right thing to do, right?
Yeah. Did you go straight to Kauai or somewhere else?
Well, Catherine, I've mentioned her before, right?
Your wife?
Yeah, she was my wife for 22 years.
Okay, Catherine.
We lived on Oahu for 5 years. We lived on Maui for 5 years. And then last time we were out here was in 2002. Well, she ends up passing away in 2012. And in 2016, the islands are calling me back. But those islands, those two islands didn't call me back. I would say primarily because Oahu is insane. It's the landing first international landing party place, and there's more tourists, there's more corporates, there's more high rises, there's more uh, cars, and so my guidance says go to Kauai. There's only
Yeah.
73,000 people here, and the road doesn't go the entire length of the island, and the fastest speed on the road is 50 miles an hour, and all the neighbors is 25 miles an hour. People respect and they're kind here, and there's more. Um, Original Hawaiians on this island than any island.
Really?
So I came here and it's really taught me to slow down. You
I'm
can,
sure the culture there is beautiful.
the culture is beautiful. The landscape is beautiful. 5 days a week, I'm at sunrise at the beach.
Yeah.
That's my church.
Yes.
So I go there so that anything that I was working on in my sleep gets sent straight out to the sea, not to affect me, and I can stay calm and have a class or whatever we're going to do.
I
So
know sound travels more in like water, across water, I think. Like when you manifest on a huge water field. Sorry, I just had you made me think of that. It's probably like way stronger, right?
Yeah, and that's how the dolphins and whales use
Sauna,
sonic
yeah.
sounds.
Sonar, yeah.
So solar, what do they call it?
I think it's SONAR.
Sonar.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
sonar,
It can
yeah.
go for miles through the ocean.
Yeah, the water's a conductor. Oh man, that's cool.
And when you get here, if you're fortunate, you'll be able to see pods of dolphins, and possibly if they want you to, it's in their environment. So if you get to swim with the dolphins, it's because they wanted you to.
Oh yeah, I was there a few months ago. There's giant turtles swimming with me. It's pretty. And all
Yeah,
the fish are just so colorful.
they're very colorful. And
Yeah.
they will swim circles around you if they feel right with your energy.
Yeah.
There's a beach which I go to a lot. I just bought a floating device, a inner tube, so I can sit there and just float on the water. The fish down there at this beach called Lidgate Beach, they're about that size, and then they have a mommy fish that's got a blue back and a yellow spine, and they swim around you and swim around you as long as they feel your energy is right.
We call those the dory fish.
Is that what you
It's,
call them?
yeah. It's not their
Well,
official name, but that's what everyone calls
they'll come by and nip at your finger. They won't bite you. It's more like a fish
them.
kiss.
Yeah.
I love fish kisses. They're terrific. So, let's do a meet and greet. I got this in some kind of order. Here's how we're going to do this. We're going to do a meet and greet. I'm going to ask you some questions. You're going to answer them the best that you can. And then we're going to go into what's called logistics or housekeeping. After that, we're going to go into a meditation. So not only can you experience what it feels like to really meditate and go to the peaceful place called the 0 point, one of my favorite places. um, then we'll lead into how this all started. Where did foot massage and reflexology come from? What are the benefits of this work? How to set up the energy and the tone for the treatment for the session. Hand towels, oil versus lotion. A brief overview of all the muscles and the bones. What kind of conditions that you have been asked to treat. Everything from bunions, athlete's foot, gout, swollen feet, corns, ingrown toenails, mallet toes, misshaped feet, claws. And then we'll get into, eventually we're going to get into the first part of the treatment. Okay?
All right.
So preliminary work is just as important of the the nuts and bolts of doing the work. Okay?
Okay.
I can't tell if the lighting is right on my face, but you can see me, okay?
Yes, it looks great.
Yay! Okay, let's ask Araya some questions. The first question is, why are you in this class?
Mm,
What did you come to this class to experience or to learn and to take away from the class?
that's deep. It's like, what is the meaning of life? We're all just here to experience and learn, be. But it's definitely something I was interested in.
Mhm. And so you kind of hinted at that you might want to work on other people.
Yes, that's you.
And I can tell you from hands-on personal experience that if you get in the habit of giving yourself at least a 10 to 15 minute foot massage every day, makes a big difference in how your body performs, your energy runs, your mind's clear through the rest of the day, or if you do that right before bedtime, you sleep better.
Oh, yeah. And I've learned so much from you already. I'm already like sleeping on the floor now. And I'm like, it's so much more comfortable. I don't wake up sore. A lot of people say like the first few nights they'll be sore. I think when I tried it in the past that happened, but now it's so much more comfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do. I got in the habit of keeping all the windows open at night, so there's fresh air circulating. I have a
Yes.
candle burning in one corner. And what else happens? And there's a lot you can do, but you're sleeping on the ground, so you're more. Oh, some people think it's best to face north.
Um, I was doing that. I read that in Survival in the 21st Century, but everywhere I look online, they say that it to face east is the best. That's what I came up with, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
you feel it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I played with that here in this room because if I want my head to be north, my feet have to be under the desk or facing the doorway, and it uses up the room. So I'm either sleeping east or west.
Yeah, east is what I found. I've looked into it a lot. And then oh, I forgot what I was saying.
Because east in this room is that way.
Yeah.
That's west, and that's south, and that's north. So,
Oh,
so you came to this class to learn because everything is about learning, and you're a student of life.
yes.
Um, what's your experience and or training in therapeutic foot massage? Did you learn it from a book or from a teacher in person?
I haven't learned about it, just what I've experimented myself.
And did you uh, feel comfortable giving yourself a treatment? Did it feel awkward? Was it fun? How was it for you?
Yeah, yeah, I had I walk barefoot everywhere, and after winter, I was wearing shoes in winter, and then when I get back out there barefoot, I forgot like my layer of shoe like natural like peeled off. So I went out there and I like jumped and landed on a rock, and like the ball of my foot was like a little bit swollen. So
Yeah.
I just like kept poking at it, and it kind of made it worse, but I feel like it was making it better. So I left it alone for a little while, but I was trying to figure it out.
And did you know about UT at the time?
Yes, I was soaking them, and that helped so much. It got me to do that more, which is better for overall anyway. So it's probably a happy accident.
Yeah. Or it was on purpose. One of the two.
Yeah.
Um, what are your, Araya, what are some of your favorite regular practices that you do to relax and let go for yourself, which ultimately would be for your clients? What are the things you do to relax?
Meditating, especially when fasting, like it's just so much easier. I almost don't even want to do anything when I'm fasting, just like lay and stare, walk in nature.
Hmm. Yeah, well, that's therapy right there.
Yeah.
Very
I'm
relaxing.
doing a dry fast right now.
Since you woke up,
Yeah, I've been doing them every day for like 20 hours for like a
and,
week.
and
Yeah.
how is it working for you?
It's good. I may have technically broke it because I did the foot soak, but and I dipped my
Oh,
head in rainwater.
okay. Are you considering the foot soak is like drinking water?
Yes. I look at it, I'm like, there's no way I could do that though. But it's like
Well, so
really dark now.
uh, it's interesting you said that because some people who are dry fasting, who are purist about it, they won't even take a bath. They won't jump in the ocean. They want to
Yeah.
let their body go into autophagy and, a really deep detox.
Yeah, I'll do that sometimes and I can't make it as long when I do it like 100% like that.
Yeah.
It is crazy to realize like how much we absorb.
Hmm. Yeah. And it's also crazy how much nutrients are floating around in the air or the ether around us. And it seems those little subtle nutrients, the breatharians have picked up on that.
Yeah. It's so humid here. So I get away with fasting longer in the winter. It's gonna be tough though.
It is, and you can do it.
Yeah.
You're going to be doing a lot of deep breathing. That's going to help, and so will massage. So when you get to a point where you detox, I highly recommend getting body work when you're fasting, no matter what, because it's going to help you to relax and your body to move things through it a lot easier. I mean, you're basically collaborating with your body who's in the process of cleaning itself.
Yeah. It was tough to like jog, but I did it just to like jump a little bit to shake things up. Then I've got a handheld massager. I just started incorporating that too.
Hmm.
It's really nice.
Keep in mind that when you're fasting biologically, your soul suit is fasting.
Hmm.
You're also releasing deeper things from your cells and your emotional body.
Yeah,
So you might
that's the
find,
hardest part.
yeah. Did you notice what kind of emotions came up for you or what kind of ideas popped in your head while you were fasting?
All good things at this point. I've gotten to a point where it's not that hard mentally anymore to go through it. But yeah, I take it slow though.
Good.
I know better.
Yeah. Well, thank you because some people uh, their discipline goes out the window when they're fasting. I had to learn the lesson at my first spiritual purification retreat that I had hosted back in 1980 near Austin. A friend had the property and she let us, camp out, have an outdoor fire, do this, that, and the other thing. And we were all fasting for 3 days. All these people had really high hopes, and there's a bunch of hippies were fasting, right? So the day three comes, we break the fast, we smoke a little herb, we go into town and we pig out at an all-you-can-eat Mexican restaurant.
Oh no.
I mean, we got the fasting part down, but it was the break the fast and socializing that messed it up.
Yeah. It's almost just like you have to take so much smaller steps when you get to you're like pretending to be breatharian for a little while. It's just like you could do like a juice fast to like slowly ease into it. People will go backwards further if they dive too deep.
Yeah, or too fast.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother class into itself because fasting is one of the oldest forms of cleansing and purification that's ever been recorded. And over the many millennium up into the last 10 years, it's become popular and people are diving in and they're experimenting with it because there's a lot of science and there's a lot of um, teachings behind fasting. Is more than just for spiritual purification, just for, connecting with God, the deeper aspects of healing. Plus, it's a good idea to take a vacation from food, which is one of our biggest addictions.
Yeah. It's so addicting. Like I could tell even now when I'm eating like very little fruit at night, I'm like, I'm not even hungry. I just like need to feel more comfortable right now. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, I know that one. The discipline for me is to be able to talk myself out of those temptations.
Yeah.
Oh, it's this time of night. This is usually when I eat. My parents fed us at this time. All the people I rented from, they had their meals at this time. You know, I get to the point where I can tell myself, do some drumming.
Yeah. Just find something to do for like 30 minutes. Go 30 minutes longer and then you get
Yeah.
distracted.
Yeah, once you get past that hurdle, I mean,
Yeah.
it's you're there, you're soaring from that point.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. So here's some examples that I use to relax, and you've mentioned some of them. Deep connected breathing, do a 30-minute pattern of breathing work. I discovered while breathing in the ocean about a year and a half ago that if I do a rapid Kundalini breath, a breath of fire,
Yeah.
for like 15 minutes,
Yeah.
mouth, nose, mouth, mouth,
Whoa.
blah, blah, blah.
15 minutes?
15 minutes, yeah. Well, rebirthing
Whoa.
taught us to do breath work, not fast, but slow inhale, exhale, cycle pattern for up to an hour. So what
Yeah.
happens is after about 10, 15 minutes, I mean, for some people, it's even 5 minutes, all of a sudden you go to this non-physical place in which you don't know the difference between you and the air and the ocean and your body and the people and the sand. You lose any sense of boundaries.
Do your hands tingle or you get past that?
Everything. I can't even tell hot and
Ooh.
cold at one point I'm in the ocean. And to me, I was
Yeah.
equating it to all the times I did plant medicine and LSD and mushrooms and peyote and all this to get to that same place, which you can achieve through breath work.
Yeah, exactly. Or panic attacks. It's way better to do it peacefully.
Yeah. And it'd be nice if more people taught that out in the public is conscious breathing.
Yeah.
Maybe next time someone invites me to a ayahuasca retreat, I'll say, can we just lay down and breathe before you do the vine and all that other stuff and see if you still want it?
Exactly.
Which would probably make the shaman a little bit mad because he's expecting to guide people in their journey.
Yeah, I used to smoke weed too, and after I learned about Wim Hof and the breathing, that helped me quit. I was just able to do that instead. It's like, wait, when I was smoking, I was just holding it in,
Yeah.
and then letting it go. And I just do that now, and I'm like, it feels like better than weed.
Hmm.
But yeah.
The other benefit is that colors are brighter, clearer.
Hmm.
Your mind is clearer. Your energy is running a lot smoother. And so it's nice. The reason I had to get off all those plant medicine because I realized that your awareness is precious. And in 2025, with so many disharmonious energies and souls everywhere, you got to stay in a field of peace and balance. And if you're not maintaining your awareness, you'll miss something that could be a red flag. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I usually like I'll still, or you could notice it and then just dismiss it. And, but yeah,
You could say it was a no thing.
yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah.
So we're going to do, like I said, a lot of this. And we're going to, before we even go into the meditation, and we have three meditations to choose from. There's going to be a grounding cord meditation, which will take you deep, 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 deep down to the center of the earth and ground into the central core of the earth.
I
There's
need
an
that
uplift.
one.
Oh, maybe we'll start that. The second one is the uplifting or ascension meditation, where you start with where you are in your body in this room in Georgia, the supposed room, the supposed house, and you're going to go past your house, your city, your state, the country, the planet, and go all the way up past the clouds up into the higher realms.
I do that a lot. I do
Just
that
don't,
every night in my dream. And then like in meditation too. I like that.
yeah, right before you go to wherever you go.
Yeah.
Nobody knows where they go. They just go. I went somewhere. I went to sleep and I had visions and I had memories and I had dreams, but it wasn't a place. Because when we go into the third, the fifth, the seventh, the 14th dimension, it's kind of hard to describe it and put it into words.
Yeah, I spend so much time there. It's basically a alternate reality.
Maybe that's your true origin reality.
Mm, well,
And everything else, you go, what? This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. What they're telling me on social media, that don't make any sense.
yeah. I've gotten so good at discerning truth. It's like I'm a human lie detector at this point.
Yeah. You get really
Mm.
good with everything that people throw at you, information, advertising, commercials, news, whatever it is. And now they're spamming our text. They're texting us all kinds of junk stuff, emailing, phone calls. One of the gimmicks here in Hawaii is somebody calls you with the area code from 808 and you think it's coming from Hawaii and it's a call center in Korea or India. And so I got,
You just know.
oh, I know, I know. You pick up the phone, say, hi, is this so and so? Yeah, how did you get my phone number? And they'll say, well, we want to introduce blah, blah, blah. In the back, you can hear all these voices talking. I said, you're in a call center, aren't you? Oh, no, I'm not in a call center. I said, nice try taking me off your list. And I'll
They're in
block.
a call center. Yeah. Oh, I made a Faraday cage for my phone for at night.
Yeah.
I made it like a little peristyle, but I just layered aluminum foil with plastic wrap. You had to do at least 4 layers. I did 5,
Hmm.
and it just like it's gonna buffer out any EMF.
And can you tell it's working?
I slept so much better last night. I made it yesterday. I really think it is. Yeah.
And do you keep the cell phone in a
I was
room?
like, what did I do differently? Yeah. Oh,
Is
I
this
put it further away from me now on
good?
airplane mode. I should just turn it off completely.
The suggestion is use an iPhone.
Yeah.
When you slide it down and you get all these different things to work with,
Yeah, airplane mode.
Yeah, well, there's 5 antennas on here that they can always reach through your phone and track you and spy on you. One is the airplane mode, the Wi-Fi mode, the focus mode. I mean, there's like 5 of them here. And so at night I go tick, 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 and then turn the phone off.
Oh my gosh, there's five. Focus mode, airplane. What else is there?
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
There's a couple more you have to look it up. And then I keep it on top of a Nikola Tesla purple plate.
Oh, what is that?
This is Tesla technology that came out of Sedona about 30, 40 years ago. And it's supposed to be infused with his technology.
Wow.
So I can't explain really, maybe it's quantum
Yeah.
technology or it's Fibonacci sequence or something.
Looks like metals. Maybe different metals. Yeah.
Yeah, so I keep the phone on all those things shut off and I put it on top of the purple plate.
That's cool.
We've got to be hip to the new, devices.
Yeah. I made mine purple too, but I made it like a purse. So if I like um
Wow.
in traveling, I could just like not have it in my pocket
Just
and I
slip it in there.
just open it up. Yeah.
Very nice. It looks stylish.
Yeah.
So you can go around and say, I've got one of these brands. This is what I use for my Faraday cage.
I know. It's duct tape, uh plastic wrap and aluminum foil. I'm gonna put beads on it and like the
Yeah,
strap.
yeah, make it beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of the things that I'm using is deep connected breathing, meditation. I've been meditating at least two, sometimes 3 times a day for 20 minutes.
It adds up.
It adds up for me to do that. Now, I grew up in Texas, and one of the things they do because of the Mexican influence is they take a siesta right after they eat. And why would you want to take a siesta? You know what that word means? Take a nap?
Party?
A nap?
Oh, opposite. Yeah.
You know, I said fiesta.
Oh, I'm learning Spanish.
So what I got in the habit of doing is resetting and clearing my energy uh, 2 to 3 times during the day. It's like starting your day over. So if I've come around 10, 11 in the morning, I need to reset. I'm about to do a whole lot of activity. I'll get everything quiet inside me for 20 minutes. Then I'll go back and do the next phase of the day. I also change my clothes 3 times a day because the colors change your vibration.
Oh yeah, like starting in the morning, like purple, then at the end of the night, it's like red light.
No, you start off with lower colors first,
Oh,
right? So it might have earth colors, right? Then you go into the yellows and the oranges and the greens for the heart and blue for fifth chakra. Then you end up with violet and ultraviolet and white.
wow.
Sandra Ray taught me this when she was doing nonstop lecturing all day long at these events. Every 3 hours, she'd have me work on her feet. She'd change her clothes, change the color, come out, and her energy just kept picking up at the end of the day, throughout the day. And at the end, she's wearing all white. And so play with that sometime.
Yeah. What is it? The light therapy? Because I know like at night they do red light. That
Mhm.
I heard is like opposite, like start with purple in the morning and that's how it is like naturally in the atmosphere.
Mhm. Yeah, see what feels right from you. Purple is the higher vibrational colors, purple and white, and
Yeah.
red and orange are base chakras.
Oh yeah.
And so if you're feeling, you know, base, start with red.
Yeah. I've been eating all red fruits for like months now. It was just tomatoes and watermelon. And anytime I would like step outside, it would be like strawberries or cherries. And I'm like, why am I only eating red? I need to like ground myself. That's why I was like I want the grounding meditation.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's funny you should say that because Wiley Brooks was one of the first well-known breatharians in the middle 80s. And I had a rare opportunity to study with him for 3 days, and one of the things he was teaching is his version of a transitional diet from vegan, vegetarian to breatharian. And he gave us a list of all foods to eat, and they were all yellow.
Oh,
So it was lemons,
yeah.
yellow bell peppers, corn, millet, um, mangoes, anything that was yellow. He said you can eat that.
Yeah. There's not much yellow other than lemons that I'll eat because I won't do fats or starch. So I cut out jackfruit. That was so good. And bananas, cut out, yeah, basically just lemons is, but I do that actually in the morning.
What about mangoes that are yellow inside?
Okay, you're right. Mangoes for sure.
What about papaya? That's closer to
That's
orange.
like orangey, yeah.
What about yellow pineapples?
Okay, I
What
can
if,
do a yellow
get me
mono
started. Get me started, girl. I'm
lens.
a fruitarian. What about yellow watermelon?
Oh my gosh, I wish. I've got the seeds. I'm gonna grow it.
You'll thank yourself.
Yeah,
It's a whole nother
I've
world.
had it. Yeah. It was organic too. Oh my gosh, that was the best.
So here's a few more things that I do to relax. Brisk walks at sunrise and at sunset. I'll either be at the beach, walking the beach, do a mile or two, one way or the other. There's sidewalks that run up above the beach that go for 15 miles. Or I'll walk the neighborhood and I have a certain route that I take, so I know it's about a 2 mile round trip thing. I don't know why I'm thirsty. Mm. And so that helps you to clear your mind. First thing in the morning, before your mind goes into, oh, I got to do this and I got to do that, get on your feet and move anywhere.
Yeah.
So that's been helpful. And at the end of the day, it's to decompress from the day. And one of the things I learned as a kid, I might have told you this, my brother and I were told by mom is you can only stay out until it's dark. So my brother and I, who were very clever and sneaky kids, we learned how to squeeze the last drop of daylight out of the day. We'd walk into the house just as it gets dark. Mom would look out the window and go, "You just made it."
Mm.
And so I like that practice of walking instead of going into the routines of the things you normally do at that time of the night.
Yeah. It helps a lot too if you're fasting and it's just like you'll get your mind off of it. Or if you're trying to stop eating so late to bed, just go for a walk.
Yeah. Then you come home and you go, "I'm not really hungry."
Hmm.
And I take long hot baths off sometimes with a snorkel so I can breath work. Um, One of the things you learn about breathing in a bathtub, same with breathing in the ocean, and you may already know this, is that we tend to push ourselves too hard in life. We have to produce, we have to make things, we have to uh, complete something. So there's a little bit of urgency and emergency energy inside us. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So the secret or the trick to doing breath work in a body of water, whether it's the ocean, the bathtub, a lake, a river, wherever it is to stay until you feel uncomfortable and go past that.
I heard you say that and I tried it. When I heard you say it, I was just like, "Oh yeah." But then when I like actually tried it, I knew what you meant. I was like, "This is this is exactly like, you're so present." Because then you're like, it's like when you're waiting to get off work and there's like 10 minutes left, you keep looking at the clock and it's just like you're so present and excited.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So, do you have a lake, a river, an ocean?
I'm
Uh,
going there tonight. I go there like almost every day.
what
The
is
river.
the river? Okay.
I've got a lake too, but I like the river. It's so hot here. When it gets cooler, I'll go to the lake.
Is it a calm river that you could float on it, or does it have moving current?
Both.
In either case, get to the water.
Yeah, which would you recommend? Like calm?
Whatever you got. If you have a calmer water, I mean, you can even float here in the ocean. An ocean floating master was teaching this, and I caught on to her routine. And what you do is bend your knees where your feet are touching each other.
Hmm.
Your feet are touching each other, and above your head, your arms are either straight out or they're above your head in a prayer position.
Hmm.
And you just float on the water. If a wave comes at you, you're not even trying to resist it. So you're lifted above the wave and over the wave, and it ripples right underneath you.
Yeah, I'll have to try that. I've done it before. I just like float all the time and I'll do like I'm like I'm an infinity sign.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
And if that's difficult, some people will use an inner tube.
Yeah, your breath is your inner tube.
Yeah,
I heard some people's bones are like so dense it makes them sink. I wonder if it's because they're like calcified. I don't know.
good question. Well, I'm skinny and I can float.
I could float, yeah.
Yeah, maybe our bones aren't so dense.
Yeah.
Our brain is.
Never broken anything though, so
Hmm. So the last two things I use to relax is I receive a regular full body massage. And I'm used to getting one every 2 weeks. Sometimes I would get them once a week. And a friend of mine, which I'm working toward, he would get two massages a week, two 90-minute massages a week. You think you're going to be relaxed during the week?
yeah.
That'll do it. And then the last thing I do is I spend a lot of time in nature. So find whatever it is that helps you to unwind your mind from your mind. Because one of the things that you're doing in meditation is to take time. A friend of mine made this into a song, but I can't. I'm working on remembering the lyrics. Take time out of time to unwind your mind, and when you unwind your mind, there you will find yourself.
Nice.
And with so much information overload these days, people are having a hard time switching off their mind. That's why we're going to meditate in every class.
Yeah, they probably do it more often than they realize, but when you're trying to do it and like it's like don't think of a monkey, don't think of a monkey. It's like crap, you know.
Monkey.
That's all I think about. But I'm sure like when they're in the flow state, like drawing or doing walking in nature, they get there. They just aren't thinking about it.
Yeah. Um, have you ever received a professional foot massage?
No, I've never paid for massages before.
Well, have you ever had a foot massage
Yeah.
from someone else?
Yeah, I was visiting a friend and he was so nice as I had like twisted my ankle on the beach, but on a curb. It was dark. I just roller skated everywhere and I forgot how to walk. And then I twisted my ankle and he was really nice and like gave me a foot massage.
What?
It was good.
Okay, here's the two questions that go along with that. The answer was yes, you received a foot massage. So the two-part question that comes after that, Araya, is what did you like about it, and was there anything you didn't like about it?
I didn't like when he got close to the ankle that was inflamed, you know, and but he stopped when he realized I was like, nope. But it, I really liked, yeah, just how it felt.
Good. Um, one thing that's pivotal in doing this work is communication.
Hmm.
And I forgot that detail with my client the other day. I was working her feet, her toes. I was opening and loosening and doing something with it. And I got to her big toe and she screamed. Says, "Oh, I injured my toe." And what you really need to do is ask these questions before you start working on them. Do you have any injuries, stiffness, soreness, health conditions, anything that I need to be sensitive and aware of? Tell me now. Because what happens is you're in the zone and you're in this little la-la bubble working on the feet, and all of a sudden a scream comes out of nowhere, and it's kind of a shock, an abrupt shock to you. And then there comes an apology. "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know, blah, blah, blah." So it's good to get that out of the way.
So do you just stay away from those areas completely, or do those areas need it like the most?
I'll touch everything, even if it's just to lightly hold that point and send energy to it,
Okay.
or feather it. All right. So you're
Yeah.
communicating with the joint or the whatever that foot part is. "I love you. I appreciate you. You're getting stronger. You can do this." And you're just, helping it to gain its strength back.
Well, I swear I saw like an aura like from your hand when you did that. Or maybe like a car flew by and like flashed on, I don't know. I
So these are some of the things. Let's see. Have you,
heard tapping.
what is?
I've heard like tapping therapy. It just kind of makes them know like they're okay.
Yeah, this is all forms of reassurance and compassion
Yeah.
because when they think about that injury or that sore spot or that health condition, there's anxiety around it. And in you teaching, taking them down into a meditation state, into a deeper state of relaxation, and they can track what's going on at those deeper places, they can free themselves of the pain and the discomfort. So you're doing what I call getting underneath the pain, and then eventually it dissolves.
Yeah, I see people like pull out and like throw it out the window, like pull the paint out.
Yeah, yeah, you're helping facilitate the release of it, which is great. So have you given anybody a foot massage?
I'm sure I have. Probably. I don't
You,
know.
believe me, you will. When
Yeah.
between every class, you're going to be asked, and all the students are going to be asked, is to go find someone who will volunteer their feet so you can practice on them. Say Billy, say Dario was the guy in our last class. "Hey, Dario, I'm studying foot massage and reflexology with Brother Sage. Do you mind if I practice on you?" What
Yeah,
what are the odds they would refuse, right?
I'm sure I'll get volunteers.
Oh, you'll get more than you can handle. And some people say, "You are good. Here's a donation. Here's a tip."
Oh, yeah.
By the way, I found out here on the island, and this is great because a fellow reflexologist told me this. You can give foot massages and reflexology or whatever kind of body work at the beach under only one condition. You cannot advertise, you cannot ask for a price, you cannot even ask for a donation. If they like your work and they give you a donation, the law of the land can't interfere. You can accept it.
Nice.
So he said, when you're in that position, you're about to give a treatment, is when you say, "Listen, I can't ask you for money. I'll do this treatment. I can't, I can't do it for money because, I mean, wording is very tricky here when it comes to law. If you're ever like accused of doing treatments for money out and they can take you in and you can say, "I didn't ask for money," and you can get off of it because you didn't ask for money. You say, "I do this for a donation." But that 9 times out of 10 people donate anyway.
Yeah, it's for a good cause.
Wording is tricky, but you can learn the language and you can be just fine. When you gave a foot massage, a couple more questions, and we do a little break here. When you gave that foot massage or foot massages, did it feel natural and easy flowing?
Yes.
Did you care whether you knew technique or not?
No, especially on myself, because I could just, oh my God, I just popped my foot. That was weird.
Good job.
But yeah, I could just feel what to do.
Yeah, the pressure and yeah. So it's the same with you do a treatment on somebody. I'm reminded of the fact that a lot of people go to massage schools and they graduate and they suck at massage because all they do, and I've had a lot of treatments from students at these massage colleges. They got technique, that's it, but they didn't get the touch, the sensitivity, the compassion required to communicate with people, and that comes with
Yeah.
practice and time.
The professors don't get paid to teach that.
Oh, well, it's time they do.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just the college environment that stresses them out, like
Yeah,
partying too much.
I would say it is. All right, hold on a second. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Um, Couple more questions and we'll do a little break. I know I got to go pee, so here we go. Did you learn anything about yourself from receiving a foot massage?
I'm not ticklish.
That's one. Yeah.
Hmm.
Did you notice your level of feeling comfortable receiving touch from another person?
That's where my mind was going. Yeah, like feet is like a awkward one for most people. So it's just like I was okay with that and felt like comfortable enough opening up for that.
Yeah. Amazing how protective people are of their feet.
Yeah.
I'm I'm just asking you for your feet. I'm not asking you for any intimate places, just your feet. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
You just have to take off your shoes and socks. You don't have to undress. Oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
Um, are you doing any regular receiving or trading of foot massages with anybody? No.
No.
Um, what would you say are some of the benefits from meditating before giving a foot massage?
Um, I haven't tried that, so I'll have to find out.
You're setting you're setting the ambiance and the energy right by how calm, centered, and present you are before you ever touch their feet. One of the things you'll learn in class is that you'll want to be at the place that the client's going to end up calm, relaxed, happy, present. So you'll want to be at that finish line before you even touch them. And when you get to that place, in the first few minutes and they sit in that chair, as you begin to touch them, they're already halfway relaxed.
Yeah, like you don't even have to say anything. You just have to do the work yourself beforehand.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's something that I've played back and forth with for all these many years is the balance between talking and silence with the client. Because most of them conk out, most of them go deep, some of them snore, uh,
Yeah.
and then there's a few chatty Cathys that
Yeah.
you wish they would.
It helps them feel comfortable.
Yeah, I let them talk, and after a while, it seems to be stressing them out. I'd say, how about we just pretend that let's move into a place of just relaxing and quietness without them feeling on guard. There's a way to say it diplomatically.
Yeah, when I got like a facial at a spa, I like won a thing, and the lady massaging my face was like, we could choose to be silent or, or talk whatever you feel, like beforehand. So it's just like, I think choosing silent is a good, good
I do,
option.
I do too. You want to give them the option to go as deep as they can in their process. They're going to learn something about themselves. They're going to go deep. They're going to relax. There was quite a few years where I was over at these festivals. I was giving psychic foot massages.
Wait, with not touching their feet at all?
Oh, I'm touching their feet because I know
Oh,
the connection between all the points in the feet where they're
oh,
located.
okay.
the liver, the spleen, the heart, and this, that, and the other thing. And so I would pick up information from their feet and
Oh.
they're unconscious, and I would just blurt it out without a filter or without even thinking about it. I would tell someone about what's going on with you, blah, 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 blah. Oh, when was the last time you called your dad? Just whatever the information was, I would come out with it. It was like almost 99% accurate, and it would blow the clients away.
Wow. That's like why I was so fascinated by this too. I've heard of things like that. Like you could palm read or just know things by feeling the feet.
Exactly, by touch. Every now and then a gecko runs across the wall. We have lizards here called geckos, and they're in everybody's room.
Can
Yeah.
I interest you in some insurance?
Not that guy, not that guy.
Skip bad.
All right. Any questions so far?
No, no.
All right, I'm going to turn off the recording.
All right.
Welcome back to part two of the Reflexology Sacred Healing Art of Foot Massage and Reflexology course, number one. And we've reviewed some of the things that while the students came here and what do you do to relax and various things that you shared and that I shared. And now what we're going to do is go into what's called logistics or housekeeping. And I had to refresh my coconut water. A friend of mine did a 40-day coconut water fast.
Wow.
Imagine how many coconuts he had at his place.
Oh, dang.
As
I
you'll go
made
through,
it to 6 days off the cartons.
yeah.
Uh, it was all
And
right.
well, any liquid you can do. A lot of people think that coconut water could be used as a blood infusion if it ever got to that. Did you know
Yeah.
that? Some people have
Yeah,
actually,
it's like an IV.
it's an IV, and the same with certain types of seawater. They use a sea plasma water out in Spain, and they made it really pure, and they used it when a dog to prove that it works on animals and humans. They had a dog that was really sick, and they drained the dog's blood, and they infused it with all the blood plasma from the sea. It not only recovered, but it recovered really well.
Wow.
Neato, neato. Okay, so here we go. Setting up the class area. Now, this is going to be, I didn't mean the class area. I got to change that word. The treatment area. Excuse me. We're learning as we go. So the treatment area is, Araya, wherever you give the treatment. Now,
Got it.
sometimes you don't have time to inspect the beach area where you set up the reflexology chair, or sometimes I'll give a treatment. Someone's out on a beach towel, someone's sitting in a lounge chair. It's whatever you got, you're going to make it work. And as long as you can reach their feet with your hands, you can set up anywhere. There was a time I was going up and down the main road here, the highway going from town to town to town, going to businesses and passing out $20 discount coupons. And I found myself in Honolulu, which is one of the most northern cities, beautiful place. And I walked into this boutique shop where the woman made handmade clothing and purses and designed them with Hawaiian style. And I gave her my $20 discount coupon. She says, "Can you give me a treatment right now in my shop?" Right? And if your mind is all attached to, I've got to have my chair and my massage oil and a towel, blah, blah, you would have lost it. So I said, all I need is another chair. Let's get to work.
Yeah.
So I gave her a full out treatment, 30 minutes with just my hands and no oil, no towel, no anything. And it was just wonderful.
Oh, I haven't used oil or received foot massage with oil.
Well, we're gonna go into that in the class.
Yeah.
Why use oil versus non-oil, oil versus lotion. And there's a lot of skin oil that comes off your fingers.
Yeah.
And what's also interesting is there's a lot of people who come pre-oiled. Well, they put on skin cream on their legs or on their feet, and I'm going, how considerate.
Oh no. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get the chemicals on me.
Mm-mm. So if you're outdoors, then you use nature as your backdrop. You use nature as your office, and there really isn't much to set up. Just got to be sure you're in a shaded area, and you've got either a beach blanket or a reflexology chair or two stumps of logs, whatever it is that you and they can be comfortable on. Okay. Now I do a lot of treatments either at in this healing room, which you saw that's across the hall, um, or hotel rooms or people's houses. And when you go out to a house call, you got to work with whatever you find. All right, there was a, okay, that was you in the sh you were taken under the waterfall. Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. So one of the things you're going to have to get used to, where do you think you're going to be giving the treatments the most? At your place, an office, or at somewhere else?
Nature out on the road.
Okay. So then this part of this class is going to be for those people who have facilities in indoor office or treatment room, and they're going to do treatments there. All right. So
I could do that.
there's the logistic part of it. Now you gotta treat every client as royalty, every client as your family member, your friend, or your lover. And so one of the things you want to do is keep it neat, orderly, and organized. If you've ever been to someone's office and you see dust bunnies and cobwebs and disorganized as heck, it's going to hard for you to come back.
Hmm.
All right. So some of the things you have to do other than clean up the place is make sure you've got plenty of things supply on hand. Kleenex, toilet paper, or whatever you have. Water. You want to keep it really clean. And this treatment room right over here. All that's really going on here is the reflexology chair, the pillow. You'll cover it. I'll talk about draping the chair. And your chair, if it's a folding chair like this, I usually have a backup pillow or two because I have a bony butt. I'm skinny, so I like to have a little padding. And then you wrap a towel over the back of it, and you're going to learn why it's important to have a hand towel. You got it so far?
Yes, I'm very curious now.
All right. So you get into the habit of knowing you well, knowing your skill well, fine-tuning your skill, doing enough foot massages so that it's second nature and you're on autopilot. Someone says you want a treatment, you say, great, you already know how it goes. The only thing you have to do is adjust that this is a different person and there'll be maybe differences in their illness, their health challenge, and you'll adjust as you go. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so the reason I pointed out you might be at the beach, you might be at someone's house, you might be whatever it is, you learn to flow with it. The other day I was at the health food store and I passed out $20 coupons to guys that are sitting out in the front of the health food store, at the tables. The guy says, this sounds great. Can you give me a treatment right now? I didn't think twice. I'm already, pulling up a chair and I'm working on his feet. And right as the treatment ends, an employee comes outside and says, you can't do that here. This is private property. And the client and I smiled and we go, that was our window.
Yeah.
I've taken a lot of chances. The lady says, you can put a sign on your car, but you can't be doing work here on our patio. And that's it.
Nice. So
Yeah.
you've tested it all.
Oh, I've tested everything. I even got kicked out of a hotel because I was at a hotel writing a book, the Inescapable book, and I would go there for hours at a time, get inspired, and write in my journal. Well, they accused me of loitering and trespassing and
Oh gosh.
cops, and I had to sign a legal document that says I cannot go on the premises of that hotel for a year or they can arrest me.
High five.
I'm going, where's the aloha spirit in that? Come on. So yeah, you find how society works, and if you know how to flow with it, it won't be a factor. All right. So what else we got here? Make sure you got plenty of supply of toilet paper. Empty the trash cans if you need it. If you're using a reflexology chair, you want to make sure it's already been opened and covered and prepared. Because when the client comes to you, you better be as ready as you're going to be. It's going to be plug and play. And once they step in and meet them at the door, we have a lovely little, heart-to-heart conversation, their life, what's going on, as we're walking to the treatment room. And then they sit in the chair, and you guide them on how to sit in the chair properly. Because some people just flop down and they try to push the chair back on their own and they could break it. I've had
Yeah.
300 something pound people on these chairs. Woo!
They
And
hold up. Good.
yeah, it's amazing they can actually fit their, you know what, inside the chair.
Yeah, I actually have a lounge chair that's like double wide like that. I can fit like four of me.
Oh, perfect, perfect. And so once they sit in the chair, I instruct them, roll up your pants, we're going to put this pillow under your ankles, and the pillow behind your head's adjustable. And when it's time, we'll go horizontal. Oh, you ready? Okay, here we go. You'll get this down over time.
I remember the first time leaning back in one of those chairs, so for sure, make sure they know what they are.
If you push too hard, you flip the chair over.
Oh, like backwards.
Oh, I've done
Yeah.
that. I was getting in, I was all excited. I just came back and doing something, and I go, boom, and it flipped over. And I'm going, lesson learned. Don't do that. While you're laying at the floor with your ego bruised. Oh, look at me. I messed up. Um, Empty the trash can if needed. Reflexology chair opened and covered with a clean sheet. Now, I prefer after every treatment in the real world, after every treatment, that sheet that was used has everything that this person brought in the sheet.
Mm.
Their energy, body fluids, sweat, who knows what it is. And I'll throw it in the laundry. I worked with a buddy when we did the Creek Festival, and I've gone to his place a couple times. He almost never changes. He has a Mexican blanket over his chair. And every time I go on there, I get the sense he doesn't clean it.
Oh,
When he sees as many clients as I did during the week, I'm going, what?
oh,
You got to be on top of these things.
at least it's not a full body massage, so they're wearing their own protective layer.
Well, that's what draping is all about, so that um, anything that comes off them or any oil that you put on their legs or their feet doesn't soak into the chair.
Yeah.
And you'll have clients who their beloved little doggies have to be on their lap, so they let their dog. I worked on this woman for weeks over at the farmer's market in Boulder. She had two dogs on her lap at the whole
Mm.
time. I'm going flow with it, Sage.
How do you relax?
She's
Oh,
at peace because those are her children.
yeah.
So she has one on each hip, and they're not leashed, and they're very peaceful. And it was a
Oh,
lovely time.
oh, good.
Um, Point out when they first come in. Now, this is dealing with if they come to your office or or you go to their place. Well, it's different. If they come to you, you want to point out the location of the bathroom, all the important stuff, where to put their shoes, remind them to turn off their cell phone. All the
Put
things.
it on the Tesla mat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, put it in my Faraday cage. You'll get a sessions over. I would love to do that. Put it in the Faraday cage. And oh, by the way, we have them for sale. You could buy one and take one home with you.
Yeah.
And if it looks as stylish as yours, boy, you could go into business.
Mhm.
Um, a place for shoes. Now, when I'm teaching the classes in person, some of the students bring snacks because when we take long breaks, they bring something to snack on. And so if it's an in-person class, you'll show them, okay, put them on this counter or put them in the refrigerator. And and another thing which is very important, if you haven't already done this, and I'll remind students when we start the class, is make sure you get your fingernail clippers out and trim your nails.
Yeah, I did a little bit. I play the guitar, so I got him on this hand, but I keep this hand like a little longer. I'll trim them. I'll trim.
Okay, because people don't want to be poked.
Yeah.
Now, I have this little secret I do with the universe, and it seems to work out almost every time. And I might have told you this, and I taught it to my friend, one of my friends here. She says, "How is it that you pull off these incredible feats?" I said, "Well, the universe knows that when I trim my fingernails, I'm going to get a call for a reflexology treatment. So I'll trim my nails, and within 24 hours, someone will call and schedule.
Oh, genius.
You just tell the universe, I'm ready."
Yeah, I got rid of my mattress, so I put it like downstairs, and now I'm like, watch a friend need to like sleep over or something now.
Yeah, yeah. Everything is recyclable. Here, what I love about the island and the mindset is that nothing is really wasted because most of the things have to be imported to come here.
Hmm.
So people
Yeah.
recycle everything. When they have garage sales, that's recycling. Sometimes people don't want things, they put them out in the front lawn with a sign that says free.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of things that have gone through many generations and many hands, and they stay on island.
Yeah. I only shop for clothes at Goodwill.
Mhm. Yeah. So there's a lot of ways. What I love about Hawaii is the people who say it's too expensive here. And if you know the ways of the locals and the ways of the folks who've lived here for multiple generations, there's ways around the cost of everything.
Yeah, manifest things. I was like, I don't want a designer purse, but I was kind of like, I was looking at them like, I kind of want one. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I get my purses from Goodwill. And then I found one outside of Walmart, like a Louis Vuitton, like the perfect size that I wanted. I was like, what? I had to fix the zipper on it. That's it. It's
Okay.
empty. Yeah.
Yeah. Did it look as good as a designer?
It's probably like $1,000. It was just sitting there. It's a really nice purse. Now I'm like, I'm not even wearing it anymore because I was like, I don't want people to look at me like you could throw that to charity instead.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So the whole idea of manifesting doesn't have to be complicated,
Yeah.
which we tend to make it out to be. All right. So including online students. Okay. So any questions about setting up or staging the area or doing housekeeping?
No.
Well, good. Then you get really good at that. All right, this is the fourth sec part here, and this is dealing with meditation. One of my favorites. Now, you said you want the grounding or the ascension or the uplifting meditation.
Grounding.
Okay, we're gonna go uber deep. Uh,
Okay.
get in the practice of meditating before a session. And why do you think it's a good idea? I mean, I'll explain, but what would your explanation be?
To get all the thoughts out of the way,
Hmm.
like set up, think, get everything out of your mind, be able to get to that place.
And what does that allow you to do with your client?
I think I already cleared my mind of all the thoughts. I don't know.
Well, if your mind is clear, then it transfers to them
They're able to clear theirs as well.
and to calm the restlessness in their mind and in their nervous system and in their body.
Yeah,
See, even before you touch somebody, like I mentioned earlier, you want to be at the end. You want to be so relaxed that they pick up on that right away.
yeah,
There's something about her. She's so chill. I can relax and let go and trust her.
exactly.
And that makes for, you do this time and time again. Not only it gets better and easier, it becomes your best. Every session is my best. I give 110%. And at the end of the session, you realize you got benefit too.
Hmm.
Because the healing is always mutual. We're both in the quantum field together. And so whatever energy is passing forward to them is also coming back to bless you. And when it happens a couple of times, you go, and they're paying me?
Yeah,
I mean, it dawned on me, my job is to touch people. I get paid to touch people and reassure them that they're okay.
that's so sweet.
I know, I love it. I'm not going to quit. All right. Get in the practice of meditating before a session so you can feel calm, centered, and prepare your mind and spirit inwardly to be as present and sensitive to the needs of your client. For each of us to be very present during this course, we're going to start each class with a short 15-minute or 20-minute session, meditation. Hmm. I find 20 minutes does it for most people because not everybody can meditate for 30 minutes to an hour. The last place I lived in Boulder was with a guy who would get up in the morning and meditate for that many hours.
Wow.
And I was wondering if he was avoiding life. It's like, okay, wake up, meditate for 4 hours. Why not just do your thing during the day and meditate while you're gardening and meditate while you're this and that? That was part of his morning practice. And so we
Yeah,
we started meditating every night. It was me and his wife and him, 20 minutes, 6 o'clock or whatever time it was. We meditate for 20 minutes and he'd turn on the stop clock and 20 minutes seemed to go really well for most people.
I did an hour this morning. It was amazing because like before I get up and move and stretch, I my body is just so relaxed and I wake up naturally, so no alarm, so I'm awake and then I'm just still in that theta state and it's so epic. An hour just flies by.
Yeah. So you just keep practicing that. Some of the transcendental meditators who went back to like the 1980s, 1990s, you might have heard of them. They had a major spiritual center in Iowa, and that was a transcendental meditation headquarters. It was a dome building. And these guys would meditate for 9 hours. I'm going, what a life. I like to get involved with people and with life and nature, so I'm good with an hour.
Yeah.
Um, for each of us to be very present during the course, like I said, we're going to meditate 15 to 20 minutes as a way to calm ourselves, get centered, and prepare our minds, energy, and hearts for the upcoming session. Are you ready to meditate?
Yes. My phone will be charging at the same time.
Okay, I am going to make sure my phone is completely off and throw it down the hallway. I'm just going to move it out of sight here. All right, so get comfortable. Are you
Okay.
are you comfortable in that position? Can you still hear me? Look, she's in a meditating under a waterfall.
Okay. I am ready.
All right, are you wanting to be off camera?
Well, I'm putting my phone in charger for a little bit.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, no problem, but you can still hear me?
Yes.
All right, let's begin. Get comfortable. First thing you want to do is adjust your body so you'll feel just right from head to toe and you can relax. Let us all take this time now to take a journey, a grounding journey to our place of inner relaxation. First, take a deep, full breath, either through your nose or your mouth. Without any effort, let the exhale softly drift away. At the end of that exhale, as it drifts away, invite another inhale to return. Once again, filling up your stomach, your chest, your throat, all the way up to the highest parts of your head. Hold it for 5 seconds before you release it. And then just let it drift into the exhale. Now take another deep breath. Fill up your heart. Expand the breath all through your body, noticing any areas that might still feel stuck, congested, or hurting. And let the breath naturally go to these areas. Feel your body relaxing into the bed or chair or wherever you are. And just keep relaxing a little bit more, a little bit more. Remember to move into your heart. Now I'd like you to imagine a cord or a rope and tie it in your core, your tan shin or belly button area. So imagine it being anchored and tied into your core area. Take a breath. Now imagine in your mind that this cord is descending deeper through the rest of your body and finding its way to the floor or rug or grass or whatever you are sitting on. Take another deep breath. Visualize this cord going underneath the foundation of the house, going down, down, deeper, down, as it's going to eventually break through the surface of the ground beneath the foundation of your house. Take a breath. See the cord going even deeper, burrowing into the earth, a foot beneath you, 5 feet beneath the surface of the earth. Little by little, as you breathe and relax, this cord descends even deeper, 10 feet, 20 feet, going even deeper, deeper, down, down, 50 feet. It continues to drive itself even deeper down into the earth. 100 feet, 200 feet, 1,000 feet. It descends and burrows even deeper and deeper, 2,500 feet, 1 mile, 2 miles beneath you. The cord continues to descend. As you breathe and relax, follow the cord 5 miles beneath you, 10 miles. It continues to go down, down, much deeper, 20 miles, 50 miles, going past rock and shale, granite, all forms of material, 200 miles, going down, down, deeper down, 500 miles, going further and further down on its way to the center of the earth. You see it breaking through the inner core. You might see red hot lava in the core of the earth. You might see an inner civilization living inside the center of the earth. You just notice where you find yourself at the bottom of this core, bottom of this cord. For this meditation, see it as red hot lava. Keep breathing. Now, at this time, collect all that matter that doesn't really matter, that you've been carrying on your journey your whole life up to this moment. Stories, drama, trauma, hurts, guilt, shame, anxiety. Send it through the miles and miles and miles of cord right now, as if the cord is hollow inside, and let it find its way all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way down, just flowing endlessly out of you until it lands in the hot, red, molten lava and is transmuted, burned up, and released from you permanently. Take a breath. Continue to let things go that don't really matter. Continue to let go of all your attachments to people, to forms, to your ideas, to your body, to your belief system. For just right now, none of that matters. Take a breath. The rooster agrees. Take a breath. And when you feel that all that material has left your body, look a little closer inside your heart, inside your memory, inside your cells. See if there isn't any one more thing that bugs you, triggers you, eats away at you. Thank it and let it go down this long, long, long tube to the fiery center of the earth to be transmuted and released permanently from you. Take another breath. In the middle of all this cleansing, releasing, and liberating of yourself, let's take 10 minutes of silence and feel the energy in your body. Even though it's miles above you and you're in the core down at the center of the earth, let's take some time to just feel what this feels like. Notice the energy in your body. Notice how you feel about yourself right now. Notice that you're safe. Notice that you're innocent. Notice that you have value and that you're a beautiful soul with everything you need to be healthy, happy, successful, and free. Welcome back. So we're in the middle of this meditation 10-minute period of feeling good about ourselves, feeling safe, feeling innocent, feeling calm, and feeling okay. In the 0 point, in the stillness point, it goes beyond the mind, is our place of peace. So everybody right now is invited just to take 10 minutes of silence and just marinate in this quietness. I'm going to do the same thing and join you guys. And now what we're going to do is start to reel this cord toward you. This is the time we say goodbye and thank you to the fire, to the red, to the energy that has been so loving to support us and take away our stuff that doesn't really matter. So see the cord rising, rising, ascending 500 miles, 300 miles, 200 miles, rising, rising, rising toward you, 100 miles beneath you, and continually rising and rising and rising. 50 miles beneath you, the cord continues to ascend. 20 miles beneath you, 10 miles beneath you, 5 miles beneath you, coming and making its way in its time toward the surface. 1 mile beneath you, 2,000 feet beneath you, 1,000 feet beneath you, 500 feet, 200 feet, 100 feet, 50 feet, 30 feet, 10 feet. Take a breath. 5 feet. The cord is now breaking through the surface of the earth. The cord is now coming back through the foundation of the house, making its way through the rug or bed or pad and back into your body, where it is originally anchored in your core or center of your earth, center of your body. Notice your state of being now. Notice how you feel about yourself. Notice the energy in your body. And as you return to your physical body and to the room around you, when you're ready and in your own time, open up your eyes and come back to the present moment. Aloha.
Aloha.
How did that feel for you?
That was beautiful.
Did you release some whatever from your life?
Yeah. At one point, I felt like I was falling into there. My body started following the cord. I was like, no, come back.
And did you see the core, the center of the earth?
Yeah, the molten was burned up everything I needed.
Good, good. So this meditation, you now have it, and it's filed away in your mind somewhere.
Yeah.
And it guides you. Every time I give that meditation, I trust that the words will be there. Oh, okay. You trust that the words are going to be there. You trust that um, it turns out to be a great meditation, and you're not really planning it or learning or memorizing anything. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I cried a little. Yeah,
That's a good thing.
it was good.
And so in another class, we're going to do a ascension or to arise above everything meditation. And we're going to do a meditation called Beyond the Vast Ocean, meditation in letting go.
Ooh,
And that one, the ocean taught me.
nice.
When you spend enough time with the water of life in its magnificence and its gigantic, enormous size, it's very humbling. And you realize that oceans have consciousness. There's plasma, there's minerals, there's life, there's rhythms, there's cycles. There's a guy weed whacking, and spend time in nature. You will learn that it's one of your best teachers, particularly when you can be quiet and at peace and not be around familiar things that you normally go to. Like I get into this habit of, oh, I did what I needed to do out in the world. I got to go retreat in the house now. And being in Hawaii, I love to push the envelope. Well, I'm already at the beach. I'll spend 2 more hours here.
Yeah,
Or that's a trail I never walked before. I'm going to see where that trail goes. Instead of retreating back into your safe little cave that you're so used to, protected from the world, see if you can stay out a little longer each time.
that's why I love road trips and camping because you don't even think about TV.
No. And sometimes you leave your phone in the car. You don't even think about that.
Yeah.
Whoever needs me, it'll be in the right timing. They'll be okay with that. Don't have to put it out any fires or save anybody, so we're good. So let's go into foot massage. I don't know what page it is on your syllabus, but it's on page 3 of the teacher's edition. And this is going to be the section on the benefits of foot massage and reflexology. And just a reminder, we've got approximately 30 minutes left of today's class.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that flew.
let me see how much battery power I got. Yeah, that should do.
I'm recharged. My phone's recharged. That was so good.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's recharged today.
Your voice is so good for that too.
Thank you. I can't tell you how many people I met on the island who just simply said, I feel very comfortable in your presence. And
Yeah.
may you be blessed with the same feeling in your body that when people meet you, even without even knowing you or hearing from you, and they do a quick feel or read on you and they go, there's something about Araya. I just feel very relaxed and at peace in her presence. And that in itself is a gift that you can give to people. So there's a section that starts the introduction, the ancient practice of anointing and massaging. There's a picture in this in the handouts, if I can find it. Hopefully, I still have it. It's a wonderful picture, and it reminds you that this dates back. There it is. This is not new. I know for you people who are following the truther movement or unraveling the lie on planet Earth that says we've only been around since the 1800s. Where do you think they come up with this? Egyptians giving each other a hand massage and a foot massage. Right? He's given a foot treatment, maybe with reflexology. He's given him a hand massage. And I don't want to even venture a guess of why one group is dark skinned, another one's white skinned. So people will read whatever they want into that. So this is 5,000 years old. The art of foot massage and reflexology goes back to Tibet and China, as well as Egypt. And that's where a lot of people, I mean, it originated from these times in our history, and they took the time to plot out where all these points intersect and connect in the body so that us 5,000 years later, we don't have to go through that process. It's already done. It's already done. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
It's like the people who figured out the mathematical equations of things. So they figured out the quantum field and they figured out all these things. So we don't have to. So did you find out where we are in your tablet?
On the written syllabus.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same because I kind of like updated my copy for the teacher's version. But I'll just start reading and you can pick it up either verbally or
Okay.
get to. The ancient practice of anointing and massaging the feet of masters, family, friends, and lovers dates back over 5,000 years. There's a picture someone sent me and it's floating around the internet that shows Jesus with his disciples and he's at their feet, rubbing their feet and anointing them with oil. And a lot of times I feel that's what happens when I'm working on somebody that masters like Stanley Burroughs, they use me as an instrument. There was a while after I finished taking Vitaflex from Stanley Burroughs, and I still feel his presence from time to time. It feels like he embodies my hands. He takes over my hands. And so when I'm doing the work, it's channeled.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like when my dad passed, he like tried to teach me how to play the guitar when I was younger, and it was always hard for me. But like after he passed, I was like able to play the guitar somehow. It's like, how does this work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get guidance from the other side. That's why I'm enjoying this djembe drum. Someone let me borrow their drum. I had one in Boulder, but I left it and I sold it, whatever, because it was too much bulk. And nobody taught me how to drum. I'm just letting the drum show me how to use the pressure, what do the edges of the drum sound like, the bass in the middle and all this, and slowly learning rhythm.
Yeah, the heartbeat taught you.
Yay, yay. So here we are here in the class to get to know every bend, curve, section, look, feel, and energy inside and around the foot. By the time you're done doing a foot massage, you're going to have an intimate relationship with their feet. And they're going to learn that their feet are beautiful, valuable, and require a lot more care than they're giving them.
Yeah, people with bunions like are so self-conscious about them. I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. Your feet are beautiful, you know?
Yeah. So the foot massage will get circulation in those bunion areas. Um, you're going to hear about some of the conditions people have. Some people I've worked on, their toes curl over another toe,
The hammer
or it's
toe, yeah, I don't even
hammer toe.
notice that, but when they point it out, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And they bring the anxiety with these toe conditions.
Yeah.
I hope you can work with me. I have a this and that going on with my toe. I said, if you will fully give me your toe, I can work with it. So as you can see, part of your job is to reassure them that there's nothing wrong with their feet, and they will learn to appreciate it. Um, what do you think? Here's a question for you. What do you think would make up a good foot massage? What kind of components would make up a good foot massage?
The relaxing environment. Well, I'm going off of everything that I've learned now.
Keep going.
Um, the energy transfer
Yeah.
from you to them, and also the other way around, the way you're able to transmute their energy.
Yeah.
And knowing what you're doing, I guess, and knowing what feels good yourself too.
Right. So knowing what you're doing is form and technique,
Mm.
right? Also include, when you've already mentioned it, sensitive touch, the feel, the compassion that goes with touch. You'll learn in this class, and you may already figure this out, the difference between light, feather touch, light touch, medium touch, deep pressure. Because you'll be working on people and all of a sudden they say, oh, can you go deeper? Oh, can you go lighter? And I worked on this guy from India who was a dear friend of mine, and he's used to the people pushing the pain threshold so much that my hardest pressure on him, he called me a wimp. Oh, brother,
Oh,
you're such a wimp. Come on, give me more. I said, let me refer you to a friend of mine. He's a bodybuilder. Let him, dig into your feet.
yeah.
And then there's the other people who say, lighter, that's too deep. And these are parameters we need to set up in our communication before you start this session. What areas are uncomfortable? What areas are sore? What areas, if you need any certain type of pressure, do you want it light, medium, deep? Now would be a time to do that. So you're not caught off guard when you're in the flow state and you're going from point to point and all of a sudden they burst out in a scream. You want to be able to, know about that ahead of time.
Yeah.
That's part of doing your preliminary questions to the client. So the other two things that make a good foot massage is intention and doing detail work. You'll have some people who think they're giving a foot massage, and they're just kind of like just playing with your feet. And that has purpose. I mean, that's valuable. Um, I studied Vitaflex with Stanley Burroughs, and some woman wanted to give me a Vitaflex treatment, a reflexology treatment, and her version of it was a lot different than my version. She would like dance her fingers on the points. I go,
Yeah, like playing the piano.
yeah. I said, well, sure, let's see what happens. But when you're used to someone really coming in, digging in, hitting the point, rotating your finger, getting in, sliding around to go deeper, it's a big difference. Any questions so far?
No?
Okay, let's keep going. We got about 20 minutes. The
Okay.
benefits of foot massage and reflexology includes the following. Have you been getting enough water?
Well, I'm dry fasting.
Oh, you're dry fasting. Oh, I'm drinking
Yeah.
for both of us.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you. Okay, here are some of the benefits. It will bring about a feeling of calm and relaxation, relief or stress and tension, releasing toxins from the blood. Now he's mowing the lawn. Releasing toxins from the blood, the tissues, the lymphatics, the organs, the muscle, the cells, and the brain. I have to add a word I didn't have before. It also helps control blood pressure, raises pH of alkalinity of the body, returning it to balance. This is particularly when you have clients who are acidic. Some things are out of my control. Can you hear the guy mowing the lawn?
No, no. Oh, that was funny with the chicken. I knew what you were talking about, but you can't hear him.
Oh, I can.
And even one time when you coughed, it like muted your cough for you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna get through with this part of the yard here in a second. That way I don't have to close off all the windows. Um, A lot of people are in an acid state, which can lead to health challenges and even cancer. So this helps to raise the pH of the body by releasing acidity and toxins and mucus and even inflammation. It increases antioxidants, balances the endocrine and gland activity, improves nervous system and sensitivity, improves and balances energy. You can't hear him, right?
Well, your volume sounds different, but I don't hear the lawnmower, but it sounds like you're having to talk over something. And you'll hear it on the playback if you listen
Okay,
to it.
thank you.
Yeah.
Improves the nervous system, improves blood circulation, digestive fire, bowel function, relieves muscle aches, promotes better sleep, improves overall functions of the body, may relieve headaches and migraines. Good foot massage will speed up healing of wounds.
All good thing.
There he goes. It treats all forms of inflammation. Foot massage is useful for depression and conflicts of the mind. Um, most people are depressed because they're not at peace with themselves. They're in conflict with their nature. So as a result, they get depressed. They do things that are trying to get them out of the depression. Foot massage helps reduce swollen feet.
When I used to eat meat, I would be depressed and I was like, everything's good in my life. Like I've had a great life. Like, why am I crying? And it was just the energy from the animals I was feeling. I didn't even realize it. And when I quit, it just went away.
Yeah, I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people confused about the eat meat, don't meat conversation or debates that go on over the internet. And there are people, I think they're really high health gurus and teachers and influencers, and they're eating raw meat.
Oh,
I'm going, well, you're going to have a percentage of people that will follow him, and then the other people going, I wouldn't hurt any animals. Why would I want to eat them?
yeah, that doesn't look like it's very good. I like
No,
fruit better.
yeah, sure. That's why I'm always got this coconut water going on. It helps to reduce swollen feet. It aids in relaxation by calming the mind, the emotions, the spirit, and makes the recipient feel good about themselves and their life. Isn't that a wonderful thing?
Yes, indeed.
Regularly receiving a foot massage brings accumulative effects, especially that of being calm and more at ease throughout the day. Now, the calmer you get, the less you get triggered.
Mm.
And the more you can get through those moments that would normally take you out or cause you to shut down.
You know the opposite of triggered?
Yeah.
It's called sparkled. Like when
Sparkle.
something makes you feel like happy or something.
Yeah.
I got sparkled.
Yeah. Is that like when people get the truth tingles and their arms have these little goosebumps?
I think so.
I just got sparkled. Regularly receiving foot massage brings accumulative effects and as well as feeling good about ourselves in our life. You will remember and know how the end of the session feels. So you are teaching the client not only how to relax, not only how to enjoy the treatment, but some little tips and little suggestions about what they can do in their life to stay relaxed and keep the benefits going for more than a day. So at the end of the session, I always say to my clients, two things I would suggest you do to make sure you continue to relax and get the benefits of this work and don't mess up my good work.
Yeah.
That is drink, 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 hydrate, 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 hydrate. And number two, do things slower than normal. I mean, even that itself would be a great suggestion for people. You know how you normally do your life? Well, today, do it slower. And that's hard for people. We
I
get,
heard it called turtle medicine.
which is what?
Just slowing down. I think it's like a Indian thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, a good teacher out here is we see snails on the sidewalk all the time, and they don't walk, they don't move very fast.
Do you pick them up and put them where they're going?
Sometimes, well, you got to get them off the sidewalk because kids on their bicycles run them over.
Yeah,
So
that's how you spot a vegan.
I'm not eating a snail. Thank you. If you were to take a poll of the most unappreciated parts of the body, your feet would most likely rank high on the list, if not at the top of the list of things that people don't appreciate about their body. And for some reason, they ignore their feet. They're on it all day. They they cover it in socks and shoes, all kinds of things that people do to mistreat their feet. So we're hoping one of the things that comes out of this class is people will learn to appreciate their feet more and teach the next person to do the same thing.
Yeah, there's like these giant nail clippers for people that have like really thick toenails.
Yeah,
They like just chunk right through them. It's good to like soak your feet before, but
yeah.
you could take care of them.
Hmm. Well, you're gonna have your hands on every possible foot condition you can imagine. And there are people who are very self-conscious and they say, well, I'm sorry, I didn't wash my feet before I came here. And I said, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to wipe off your feet and put on massage oil, and your feet are going to be
Oh,
sparkly.
okay.
And don't feel so embarrassed about it. It's fine. You
Ooh,
have people with foot fungus and people with lint from their socks and people who have bruises and scratches and bumps, all kinds of stuff. And you can't judge that. That's not our
yeah.
job
Not
to
a
take.
place, yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Jesus ain't hiring.
you know what?
Jesus ain't hiring to
Nope.
judge.
That was his lesson. Um, when
Oh
was
yeah,
the
there's
last?
a parable. Sorry.
No, go
There's a
ahead.
parable like he like washed somebody's feet. Um, I forget what the story is. Maybe like before coming into a temple or something.
Uh-huh.
He like washed a homeless man's feet for them. You've heard of that one.
Yes, and weren't there people watching that were taken back by him touching a
Yeah, because they
person?
already held him of like high significance.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm getting the story wrong, but that's the gist of it.
Well, he was also working with the unacceptables, the lepers, and the outcasts from society. Here in Hawaii, we have our fair share of homeless people out on the streets, out at the beaches. We have our share of people that are drugged out to the max, that are barely conscious, that are out in the public, that are out at the parks. And a lot of people take them to their heart and go out and feed them and help them any way they can, even though they don't want to re-enter society.
Yeah. There's this homeless person with the sign there's like, I just need money to buy weed. And he was honest.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I had fun in the past. I was in Austin, Texas, and I was really into fruit at that time. And I would go to places, and this one guy says, "Can you feed me? Can you give me some money? I need to give some food." I was giving him grapefruits and oranges and bananas. He says, "That's not food." I said, "You're not that hungry."
Yeah.
I mean, you would gobble it up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. When was the last time you took the time to pamper your feet or even offer your feet a foot massage?
I tried the like vibrating massager before and I was like, I gotta wait till I learn how to actually, I
Yeah.
want to be able to feel what I'm doing.
Mhm. So if you ask that question to most people, they will say never. And a good percentage of the people I work on, it's their maiden voyage. So if you get a newbie who's never had their feet massaged, who've never had a reflexology treatment, they're in for one heck of a great treat. And so you want to make sure they're comfortable, relaxed, and you're giving them full attention and the best treatment you can. They may never come back to see you. I mean, I get a quite a percentage of people, I don't have a statistic on it. They're here one day, they're gone. They're visitors. So you get quite a few tourists here that they find out about the work, they schedule an appointment, they get a foot treatment, or they met at an event, and they're flying out the next day. So they have memories to take back with them. And in my
Yeah.
case, I have bragging rights because I get to say, I'm the kawaii foot guy.
People
And
are gonna fly out just to see you.
see the foot guy, yeah. And I've been using that slogan, that expression when I'm out like I was at the art walk last Saturday, and people come up to the table and they're reading all my material and we're talking. I give them the spiel at some point. I said, I'm the kawaii foot guy. If there's anything that has to deal with feet and how to relax you, I'm your guy. Want to get in a chair? So, um, number four, we got about 8 minutes. Number four, to set the tone, hold on a minute. I'm going to stop recording it. I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I did break my fast this morning with a papaya and an avocado.
Ooh.
What an eater I am, huh?
Are you eating the papaya seeds?
Some of them, the rest I give to the chickens.
Nice.
We have our share of chickens, which you may or may not have heard earlier, and they go between our yard, the next door neighbor's yard, and wherever the food source is. And my housemate got me in the habit of throwing out vegetable matter and fruit, and we've been feeding the free-range chickens.
I fed the chickens and papaya in Kauai a few months ago. So they weren't fond of the seeds, but because I spoiled them, I was giving them the real stuff.
Yeah. So let me just finish up here since we got a few minutes here. To set the tone, and we'll go deeper into this next week. Was there anything about today's class that you had question on or that you need a little more clarification?
I'm sure you'll go over everything soon. No, I think you answered everything like that was on my mind for now.
Good, good. So when this recording is done and everything is up and published, like every time I'll send you the link.
Okay.
It'll probably be YouTube and Rumble.
Oh, you're on Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh man, you probably talk about some cool stuff on there. Do you switch it up
Um,
from YouTube?
it all depends. Odyssey, there's some other platforms that are censored, not censored.
Yeah.
Rumble's questionable. Odyssey is pretty safe, and there's a couple of them out there. YouTube is definitely censored because it's owned by Facebook.
Yeah, I haven't heard of Odyssey.
So yeah, look it up sometime.
Okay. Brother Sage across all platforms. And Sage Brother on Instagram.
Yeah, Sage Brother on Instagram, Brother Sage on YouTube. I think I'm also a Brother Sage on Rumble. One of them I'm Brother Sage, which is a Hawaiian brother. Um, so I'm going to save this for next class. I'm going to mark this. So we'll start off with that the next class. And if you will, let's see, we're going to start right here. Class number 2. I know we really haven't gone much into technique yet, but when you get a chance, practice on yourself or just kind of like pretend you know what you're doing or take the syllabus with you and just start learning your way around your foot.
Oh yeah, what was the towel for?
I'm glad you asked. This towel right here is either over my lap or over the shoulder. And why do you think we hear reflexologists and foot massage people have a towel? I don't know about everybody, but I'm used to having a towel.
Because it's stylish.
Keep going.
You should never forget to bring your towel.
Keep going. There's more. Go deeper.
Um,
What are towels used for?
Water.
Towels are used for cleaning up your hands and stuff. So you keep a towel handy in case A, you put too much oil in an area and you need to like thin out the oil. Or, and this is the important part, is when the session's over, this is optional, wipe off all the oil from their legs and their feet.
Oh, so they don't slip. Yeah,
Yes.
don't forget that.
Plus, you won't have oil stains on your rugs.
Oh, true.
And what you'll learn in one of our other classes is it's a very comforting feeling to have somebody go that little extra distance and gently wipe off the oil and say thank you or do whatever you do. It's professional. I learned it at spas. It's professional and it's a comforting form of TLC.
Nice.
So towels.
Don't forget.
Don't forget. And this is the oil that I use. Did I tell you what kind this is?
No.
Sesame.
Okay.
Can you guess why I use sesame and not coconut oil or olive oil or grapeseed oil or any of those oils?
Protein.
Nope.
I don't know. Why
It
is
has to
that?
do with Ayurvedic body types. Did you ever study Ayurvedic medicine?
No.
They classify body types according to the elements. It could be wind or air or fire or earth. And the main ones are called Pitta, Vata, and Kapha. Well, the types of oil that work well on most of these is sesame oil. You will find people like myself who are a cross between a Vata and a Pitta, and sesame oil seems to cover most doshas or Ayurvedic body types across the board. So I stick with sesame oil.
Oh, wow.
That's why. Olive,
Nice.
olive oil is too thick and it sticks on the clothes. The backup would be coconut oil.
Coconut. Yeah. I've got like a bunch of like essential oils and
Keep,
avocado oil mixer. Yeah.
yeah, beautiful. So we're gonna bring this class to a close now. Um, between now and next Wednesday, find a foot, whether it's yours or someone else's, and just experiment, see what you can learn. Any questions that you might have, bring them to class. We can still bring in other students if they want to like audit the class and drop in. Because after today, we're going to go into the actual practical foot massage. What else we're going to read here? The use of the towel, oil versus lotion, um, and then getting to know the structures of the feet, the different bones, the legs, uh, different conditions of the body, and then how to use the different various parts of your hand and thumb and knuckles and etc. Uh, how to prepare for a session. Boy, there's a lot. Examine.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, now you can see why this is the makings of a book.
Yeah. I was like, I need a book. I've got it all on the tablet for now.
Well, good, good. Eventually, wherever this goes, I don't know yet, it might turn into something. But for now, I'm going to wish you a blessed afternoon.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you, Araya.
I
Uh,
value this so much. I appreciate it. It's very informative.
Sweet of you. All right. Well, it's still a wide open Wednesday.
I
We'll
know
get,
I'm going to the river.
I'm going to the ocean.